This is where I keep a lot of my shoes. I'm sure some people use this for like linens and things. I don't know her, I don't know them, but bless them.
I'm Sara Gore, and welcome to Open House NYC, everyone. Thanks for joining us again this week as we explore stunning homes and unforgettable design. And we are getting started in Midtown East at the impressive art-filled duplex of film producer Dorothy Berwin. Dorothy's home, located inside a late 1920s building, was once owned by Senator Jacob Javits and hadn't changed in decades when she acquired it. But in her renovation, preserving the home's original Art Deco charm was key for Berwin. At the same time, she wanted a modern home that felt warm, inviting, and ideal for entertaining. Let's see how she brought all that together.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Berwin. I'm a film producer, and this is my home, which I'm looking forward to sharing with you. And I'm a Londoner, born and bred, but very happily transplanted to New York 22 years ago. This apartment used to be the home of Senator and Marion Javits. He was a remarkable senator by all accounts. This was the craziest gut renovation that I've ever done. And so what I tried to do was keep the best of what was the vintage heart and then renovate it in many ways that was suited to my eye and needs. So this is the entrance hall. The first thing that I fell in love with were the floors. These are the original floors from the 1930s. And I placed this 1950s vintage green Italian sofa as a place where people could hang out because it's very enveloping, as you can see by the shape. One of my favorite rooms in the whole apartment is the bar. When you arrive, it's so easy to then stand here and just offer whoever comes in a drink. So when you walk into this room, the first thing you notice is the incredible ceiling height, which is something I've always loved in a home. And the fireplace, which to me was one of the essential elements. I was never going to have a home without a fireplace. But the thing that's really amazing as well, that was an extra bonus, are the windows. They are the original windows of this building from the 1930s. And then the mirrors, they're also from the original 1930s. This table is one of my absolute favorite things. When you look closely, it's got all these incredible blues and greens. It's so sensuous. This sofa is bigger than your average large sofa, but that's because this room can take it. It's a room which has such majesty and scale, and I covered it in a color that I just fell in love with. It's a burnt orange, which I found very warm and welcoming. Upstairs is the dining room and kitchen. It's a mezzanine apartment. But one of the things that I love most is being able to lean over the balcony and say to people, dinner is ready, please come and join me. The table is my dining room table from London. I love it. It's been with me for so many years. And it's actually made of old floorboards. So the great thing is you can literally do anything, put anything on this table and it doesn't suffer. The dining room flows easily into the kitchen with lovely thick marble counters. One of my favorite things in the kitchen is this absolutely gorgeous bubblegum pink resin table made by Sabine Marcellus from Belgium. I've got friends this evening tonight just hanging out around the pink kitchen table. What could be better? This is the primary bedroom. The star of any bedroom is, of course, the bed. It's very high, so it's quite funny because I'm not that tall. So climbing onto it is always a fun adventure. And then the headboard I love. It's very simple and it relates to the curtains. It's a very simple linen. This is a vintage desk, and it's made of leather and a very interesting metal. I love it because it's perfectly sized for that window. And the sofa, it was a present from my mother many years ago when I moved into a new home. I recovered it in dark green velvet. It's really divine. So I love the bathroom because it's the first time I've ever lived in New York with a window in the bathroom. And the stone is complex and rich, and it reminds me of old, beautiful bathrooms in London hotels. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have loved every minute of designing this apartment. It's been such an incredible labor of love, and I'm really honored to have shared it with you.
Don't you just love a big sofa you can get lost in, and that mezzanine is perfect to announce dinner is served. Coming up just after the break, high design in the Low Country. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Designing and building your dream home is a rare opportunity, but for interior designer Beverly Bohan, it became a reality on sunny Sullivan's Island in South Carolina. She created her home on land once occupied by the stables of historic Fort Moultrie. Throughout, she's woven in thoughtful nods to its history, including witty equine-inspired details, all while keeping the space warm, inviting, and of course, effortlessly chic. Take a look.
My name is Beverly Bohan, principal of Haute Design. Welcome to my home on Sullivan's Island. This property used to be the stables for Fort Moultrie. So when I designed my home, I wanted to pay homage to the history of the land. So come see my home. As soon as you walked in, I wanted to make sure that you took in these breathtaking views. So I put in a wall of windows and doors that lead to the beautiful deck. Because down here, the landscape is your artwork. This is the main living space, and it includes the great room, the kitchen, and the dining room. Here in the living room, you can see some of the pieces that I've acquired during my travels. The origin of these chairs are Italian. I have a Normandy piece here from the countryside of France, and the 8-legged table references the horse theme with the hooves on the legs. Another reference to the stables are these sinker cypress beams. The beams also influence the mantle, which is a focal point of the living room. For the walls, I got creative and did a horizontal shiplap. The shiplap also references European design as well as the beach, which is pretty much what my home is all about. The kitchen is always a gathering place, and that's how I designed mine. I started with the island with this beautiful marble material and waterfalled the edges. I also did a nickel hammered farm sink, which is a nod to the original barn stable. I placed the cabinetries in the corners to allow the room to be flooded with light and leave space for the artwork. As beautiful as this kitchen is, it had to be functional because I love to cook and entertain. One of the nicest things about being in Charleston and being on Sullivan's Island specifically is being outside. So I designed the porch so you could practically live out here. The coffee table that I selected is the root of a tree. This table I designed is fabricated from an old gate in Greece. I'm always inspired to recycle and reuse old pieces. The chandelier is coconut beads, and it gives a very island feel to the outside porch. This porch is attached to the first floor primary bedroom, but I'm going to take you to the primary suite upstairs. Get ready. In here, the goal of the design was to take in the panoramic views. And for that reason, I put my bed here. It's an overscaled upholstered headboard with wood trim, and it is softened by the bedding and the fabrics from Europe. And the vaulted ceiling has the same beams that we saw downstairs. For this sitting area, it is a mix of styles and pieces, a Japanese dining table and a mid-century modern desk. I've given each piece priority, yet they all mix well together. Waking up here is a never-ending source of inspiration. My home was designed to reflect my personality and my love for antiques and the history of this beautiful island. Thank you for taking a look and I hope you've enjoyed my home.
Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, elevated luxury at downtown Manhattan's newest landmark. We'll see you in just a few. Welcome back, everyone. The Greenwich by Raphael Vignoli in the heart of the financial district is Manhattan's newest luxury super tall building and offers an elevated perspective on downtown living in more ways than one. Each residence, from studio to penthouse, provides an amazing array of iconic views in one of 3 distinct finish palettes, ensuring a home that feels uniquely yours. And the amenities are endless and are situated near the top of the tower. You have never worked up a sweat or swam laps with these views, trust me. Let's join agent Stacy Spielman for a look at why the Greenwich is redefining the downtown lifestyle.
Hi, I'm Stacy Spielman with Douglas Elliman, and I cannot be more excited to introduce you to the Greenwich by Raphael Vignoli here in the financial district. We're standing in this beautiful lobby with a triple height soaring ceiling, 2 custom crafted 30-foot library walls, and beautifully appointed Italian furniture. It's easy to see how you can call the Greenwich home. But before I show you the rest of the building, let's go upstairs and check out Penthouse 1A. Welcome home. This 3,152 square foot penthouse boasts 3 beds and 3.5 baths. But it's the light and views that draw you into this home, and a wall of windows giving you a visual connection to the outside. This expansive great room has scale and balance, allowing for a formal living room, dining, and a seating area with the best view in the house. If you love to cook and entertain, this is the kitchen for you. It features a stylish mix of materials, including marble countertops and backsplash that plays nicely off of the custom lightwood cabinetry with metal detailing. One of my favorite features about the kitchen are the pocket doors, which separates it from the entertaining space, but when opened, it gives you a great visual connection to the outdoors. After all, who doesn't like cooking with a view? On the other side of the penthouse are the bedrooms, but we're here in the primary suite. The primary bedroom is a soothing, calm space with floor-to-ceiling windows where the magical views continue. Just imagine waking up to this view. The full wall of closets are custom-designed wardrobes featuring leather and polished nickel trim. And the primary ensuite bath is a serene, spa-like experience like no other. The Greenwich by Raphael Vignoli is one of the newest and one of the tallest towers in Lower Manhattan. The building has a wide array of offerings, studios to 3-bedroom homes with interiors designed by Maud, formerly known as March and White. The building offers 3 different finishes. Where we're currently sitting, Stratus, reflecting light and sky, Aqua, representing the water, and Terra, which ties to the earth. The Greenwich is in a prime location in the financial district, nestled between the Hudson River and the East River. The building has over 27,000 square feet of amenities, named the 88. The amenities are located at the top of the building, making it Manhattan's tallest residential amenity suite. On level 86, you've got a screening room for movie nights, a private dining room with a caterer's kitchen, and a beautiful large residential lounge. This is the perfect place to read a book with my girlfriend, Lady Liberty. Level 87 is all about wellness, private treatment rooms for spa services, a beauty salon, and even a relaxation room perfectly positioned to take in the views. And the cherry on top is our 50-foot saltwater pool. Now this is the epitome of a sunset swim. Level 88 is where you'll find the state-of-the-art fitness center. Even you can break a sweat amongst the clouds. There's no doubt that the Greenwich offers an elevated living experience with some of the best views in the city. These are views for a lifetime and a life well lived. Cheers. See you on the next tour.
Coming up, we're with Bravo Summer House star and fashion director Gabby Prescott, who shows us around her stylish Manhattan apartment. Don't miss it. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're in Murray Hill to join fashion director and star of Bravo Summer House, Gabby Prescott. Gabby's home is a reflection of her life, her passions, and her inspirations, blending fashion, art, and vintage pieces to create a chic, personal retreat where she lives and works. Enjoy.
Hi everyone, I'm Gabby. I'm a fashion director and on Bravo TV's Summer House. Welcome to my home. I think my style is very unique. I have really picked out specific pieces. Most of them are one of a kind. And that all starts right here in my entryway. This runner is one of my more color, more unique pieces. And I wanted to accent something to go along with my mirror, which is very important to have right by the door so you can get a nice fit check and last look at yourself before you leave the house. Closet space is extremely hard to come by in New York City, so you have to be very strategic about how you store things. This is where I keep a lot of my shoes. Not all of them are in here, but a good portion of them are, but this is working for right now. I'm sure some people use this for like linens and things. I don't know her, I don't know them, but bless them. Shoes are the first thing that you take off when you come into my house and the last thing that you want to put on. So having it right by the door is chef's kiss. I know that people say that the kitchen is the heart of the home, but because I don't cook, the living room is the heart of my home. Everything on these shelves tells a story, specifically my story, whether it has my initials on them or not. My favorite gift I've ever gotten, my best friend from college had this needle pointed. It was an insane Facebook message that I sent an ex-college boyfriend of mine, misspellings and all. I was really excited to have a table and chairs where other people can also eat. I love the contrast of color and it's great against the backdrop of the mirror. Now that I'm working from home permanently, I wanted to make sure that the couch that I got was super comfortable and actually not a pain in the ass to sit on. And then my gallery wall, I kind of condensed it to my favorite pieces. There's a lot of my dog, Harry Potter, Prescott, who unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago, but it's still art. So I have a lot of family pictures, me and my sister. I'm a huge tennis girly. My dad started training my sister when we were 2 years old. I think it's his biggest regret in life that we're not the next Venus and Serena Williams. I had this old table in my old apartment. I love it and it's super unique, but I wanted to make sure that I had other specialty items. So this is another one-of-a-kind rug that I love. And it matches this console that I have. And it also goes really great with these ottomans. Welcome to my room. This is my office, as you will. I found this desk online, regardless, it was kind of cheap. I hated the handles, so I got these hand-painted specialty custom draw pulls from India. My friend used to run this account called Fashion Week Frog, and it was how we perceived Fashion Week from an editor's point of view. So I picked out my favorite ones and then I had them framed by Framebridge. Getting out of my office and into my bedroom, I wanted nightstands that were a little bit special, and the biggest pull for me were the tassels. I thought that that was such a fun accessory, and I used to have these old lamps in my old apartment, but I got new lampshades to kind of balance the color of the nightstand and also the yellow of the bed, and to bring some like different spice to the space. I have been very spoiled by Summer House, and I always sleep in a king-size bed. If that's with somebody else or by myself, it really doesn't matter. So I had to upgrade my bed to a king size bed, and it was the best decision I've ever made. And when my sister comes to visit, she won't punch me in the face in her sleep. So there's room for both of us. The most important member of our family was my dog, Harry Potter Prescott, and my sister got me this pillow 4 years ago, and now I sleep with him every night. So I may have 7 pillows and I sleep with all of them, but I absolutely cannot sleep without this one. I think I've shown you guys everything that you need to see. This is my style. I think having something that kind of depicts all of you is important, and you can show that through so many ways, and especially through art. And now I think it's time for you guys to go. See ya.
Give this video a thumbs up and let us know which of these gorgeous homes featured in this episode was your favorite. So many to choose from. Which will you pick?